End of 74, end of the summer, Mr. Soft, and then within 6 months, beginning of 75, we get Come Up and See Me, Make Me Smile, or Make Me Smile, Come Up and See Me. Did you know when you were in the studio that that was going to be big, that was something special?
No. No, not a clue.
Right, that surprises me.
Well, other people, you know, the head of the record company said, I think this is going to be a big hit for you, lads. But you're too close to it. You know, you're knee deep in the production, the sound. And, you know, don't forget, this was not presented by Steve to the band as a finished song. He comes in with half-written things. He has a title, maybe a bit of a lyric. He has a couple of chords, and then we'll work the song up in the studio to some degree, orchestrated by him. But the guys in that band, Stuart Elliott, Duncan Mackay, George Ford, and myself, were all proper players, well, apart from me. And so we would take the song and start to work on the arrangement. And because we did this so willingly, I mean, we were hired session players. We were not actually in Cockney Rebel, apart from Stuart, who was the original drummer. And what a wonderful player. We did all this work in the room, and eventually this song developed. And I mean, it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'd had a couple of cognacs. And somebody said, well, listen, what are we going to do with this solo part? Well, Jim, why don't you go down and play a bit of acoustic guitar? That was probably Alan Parsons, the producer-engineer, who did Pink Floyd. And I mean, what a wonderful, wonderful guy to work with. So clever, so easy. You never had to think about what the sound was going to be like. You just played and it always sounded great. And I did, I think, 3 takes. We kept the first one, we kept the front of it. And then I had a bit of trouble finishing it off, so I had another couple of goes at that. And after the second go, we stitched the 2 bits together and we had a solo. And it became, I'm happy to say that particular solo actually made my career. Without that opportunity, and without that cognac, and it was in the Beatles studio, the one we go down the stairs into the
Abbey Road.
At Abbey Road, yeah. I mean, just being in that room was kind of, well, it was just such a blast. You know, all those fantastic records that were made there.
And then it goes